So when I was kindly asked to present the address today, I was given a choice whether to wear academic dress or not. Now, I know I'm a walking spoiler alert as to what I decided to do, but perhaps I could give you a little bit of insight into why this was originally a difficult decision for me. You see, I've always felt like a black sheep in my health profession, like I didn't quite fit in. As a physio, I'm hardly the sporty, muscular, athletic stereotype, and I certainly wasn't one of these amazing academic researcher types. In fact, I really just bumbled along in private practice for a little while until a certain chain of events showed this little black sheep her true path. After a few years of being a physio, I was looking for a change or perhaps a sense of belonging, and I decided to do my master's in musculoskeletal physiotherapy. Now, it did completely transform my life, but perhaps not for the reasons you might expect. On the morning tea break of day 2 at master's school, one of those stereotypical muscular, athletic, sporty stereotype physios came up and started chatting to me. But hang on a second, he wasn't chatting to me, he was flirting with me. Well, romance ensued and a relationship with Dan developed. I'd often say things to Dan about our profession, like, why do they do things that way? It doesn't make sense. And he'd say to me, don't do it that way then. Do it better. Well, okay then. A spark had been lit. Something had changed. This little black sheep had found her shepherd. Dan and I have now been together for 10 years and married for 7. Dan and I went on to live and work in East Timor, a newly independent nation just off the coast of Indonesia. While Dan was working with the Australian Army, I set up East Timor's first ever private physiotherapy practice, servicing the thousands of expats and volunteers who were living and working there to rebuild this war-torn nation. After 3 years, it was time for us to move back to Australia, but I felt a huge duty of care to the people that I'd no longer be able to look after. These people had given up their comfortable lives in their home countries to come and live and work in a developing nation, and I felt that they deserved to be able to access quality injury management from wherever in the world they were. So I said to Dan, all these people need is a qualified ear to listen to their symptoms, to come up with a likely diagnosis, and to give them a rehabilitation plan to follow. They're quite happy to do their own rehab. They just want to make sure that they're doing the right thing. I said to him, I reckon I could do that online. So Dan, in his infinite wisdom, said, you should do it. And with that, Online Physio was born, Australia's first entirely online physiotherapy practice. Suddenly I was playing in a space of business and technology and entrepreneurship and innovation, and I was thriving. This little black sheep had found her paddock. After a couple of years of running online physio, I started to get approached by other health professionals. They were interested in getting into telehealth too, and they had questions for me. What video platform to use? What legal considerations to make? Is it even safe? So by answering their questions and then going on to write blog posts and make videos and even develop online courses in how to become an online practitioner, something pretty amazing happened. I had a growing group of people who were interested in what I had to say. This little black sheep now had a flock of her own. I now work harder than ever before, but the professional space that I find myself in just fits like a glove. I can reach more patients. I can work from wherever I have my laptop and Wi-Fi, and I can inspire other health professionals to do the same. So my message to you all today, starting or continuing your career in the health industry, is this. Number 1, find your shepherd. Find someone that you look up to and can learn from and who supports all your crazy ideas. Now, marrying them is optional, by the way. Number 2, find your paddock. Your degree gives you an amazing foundation for your health career, but you need to pair that with your passions, with your interests, with your personality to work out where you really want to play. Hospital, private practice, digital health, health influencer, podcaster, maybe something we don't even know about yet. And number 3, find your flock. Find a group of people that you resonate with and can inspire, and use the powers of technology to grow and build that community. It's a lot easier to get out of bed in the morning when you've got a whole bunch of people hanging on your next health-related Insta post. But back to the cap and the gown. I wore them today because even though I felt like I didn't fit in for some of my career, I now realise that I did belong all along. I was just on a really different path to everyone else. I'm incredibly proud of my qualifications. I'm incredibly proud of the academic grounding that they've given me. And this cap and this gown, well, they're key symbols of that. Now, there are some of you out there that will know that you've found your calling. You're in the health profession you've always wanted to be in, and maybe you even know already what you want to specialise in. You guys are the white sheep, the heartbeat of your health profession. It's people like you who mentored me early in my career. So step into that greatness. But for the black sheep out there, for those of you who aren't quite sure if you fit in yet, well, maybe, just maybe, you're the ones who'll go on to change things, upset the status quo, and completely transform your profession. So graduates, today, you join a small but epic club. Only 7% of people in the world hold a bachelor degree. How incredibly lucky we are to have had this opportunity. In closing, I'm going to ram home the point that health professionals come in all shapes and sizes, so be sure to go out on a lamb in your health career and raise the bar. Thank you very much.